So I love to see couples together, especially ones that look like power couples. And you guys are the power couple for me in my eyes. So I'm curious, what keeps the sparks up?
That's easy. Go ahead, what's your answer? Because I don't even know what you're gonna say yet.
We are Sice for life. That's our brand. That's what we're all about. We like to try new things together. That's how we keep the spice. We're both Sagittarius, so we like to do new things.
Yeah. Constantly finding out what's something that we both never did before, and then trying. Yeah. That's simple.
Period.
And give thanks.
That's good. That's good to hear. I think that a lot of relationships lack that, and I feel like if a lot of relationships focus on having fun and building that, they'll have a better relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you both meet?
Oh man, that's a
long story.
Yeah. It's crazy. We made a video about this and it went viral, like 10 million views on TikTok. So long story medium, we went to the same kindergarten and didn't know it until we got together in college. So we crossed paths junior year high school. She saw me, didn't say anything. I saw her, I didn't see her, but I had a girl at the time, so my eyes, I wasn't even good. But anyways, freshman year at college, I saw her on a football field, it was like an orientation thing. And when I saw her, I was just like, yo, I gotta know her. Like, I was like, yo, I wanna know, I got
And I was like, Mom, that's the guy from the college tour.
So,
I was like, oh my God, he's here.
Yeah, so it's like low-key, she wanted me, I wanted her.
I wasn't saying that though.
But, you know, I didn't just go right up to her and hit her with a line because I knew that wasn't gonna work. So I just started hanging around her and her friends. And then one day, I was like, yo, you wanna go out? She was like, yeah. And I was like, nah, not with everybody, just me and you. And then we literally was just like yeah, just good friends. For real.
That's amazing. How that's crazy how life works, right?
It is.
When you're meant to be, you're meant to be. It doesn't matter how much time passes.
Yes, ma'am. And if I can say one more thing, I feel like everybody has like 100, like one person in the world, wherever they are, that's like 100% match for them. So you may run across some people that's like maybe a 90% match for you, 70% match for you, whatever it is. I don't know if we're 100, I feel like we're 100. Well, I mean, nothing's perfect, you know what I mean? So at the same time, you know, when you're with somebody, you gotta, like, you know, there's certain things like that you're not gonna like about that person. It's gonna just grind your gears, like just aggravate you. But you gotta ask yourself, am I willing to live with this? Or would I give that up for something else, for somebody else that I'm not gonna like? And so, you know, the little things that she do that blows me, it's like, yeah, that's it.
That's pretty interesting. I like that. So what's that one thing that you would say that caught your eye about her and you about him?
The thing that caught my eye was, well, first off, his smile. And then the next thing was just like, I could see he was like a genuine person, like he really cared about people inside, like not only his family but friends, people he don't even know, he wanted to help. And that's what really attracted me to his soul.
Yeah, for you, I would say it was there's so many different things you could say, you know what I mean, but she was somebody who was not like I was used to. Like everybody I was used to was like attention seeking. She was like the opposite of that. She was like to herself, you know, confident, really caring, family oriented. Then I found out she was loyal. I was like, oh man, that's not normal. So I would say that really just, you know, how caring she was and just her like overall, I guess it's that motherly, womanly, everything that I'm not, you know what I mean? So yeah.
You guys express yourselves very nice about each other.
Yes,
I wish a lot of relationships were more like that. So one thing that I stress upon is the love language. For me, it's important to know each other's love language. Do you know each other's love language?
Yeah.
What are they?
So we don't know too much about love language, but I know hers is time.
And I know yours is gift.
Yeah. I like to be surprised, man.
I know that's
right. I like no surprises and stuff. You know, it don't have to be money. It could be like adventure and just different things like that. It's like, oh, snap. Let's do this. Let's go on a flight. Let's do this. And hers is time, because I would beg her to go buy her stuff, and she just, I give her $500. I gave her like $500 like in December. She still got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just wants to spend time, and that really like is the opposite like of me. Like, I mean, I do like to spend time, but I had to really learn like, yo, we really don't have to do anything but just be together, and that's what feeds her soul. So I know how to feed her soul when she needs that feeding or whatever.
It's beautiful to see how you both honor each other, and the simple thing that goes as far as to knowing your love languages makes a difference, because then you know how to pour into each other, right? So I have one final question. What advice would you give for men and women when it comes to relationships and how to stay together? And what to focus on and not focus on?
What's your advice, Ashton? Huh? He said, Sice your life. Say Sice. Life. Yeah. You wanna go?
I would say, listen. Please listen to your partner. That could be something that's right in front of your face, but you don't even see it. You don't hear it. They might have said it over and over again, but if you don't hear it, it's just gonna get worse, you know, over time. And I think that's a key thing. Also, communication is a lot which we, you know, learned over the years. Communication, everything, not just with relationships and a partnership, but everything in life. So I would say that, yeah.
What you saying here? It's like, nah.
Point taken.
You're silly.
Nah, I heard you. But what was the question again?
No, what advice would you give, like the men and women out there that long to have a relationship, like the ones you guys have?
Right.
What would you tell them when it comes to relationships?
One, our relationship isn't perfect. Obviously, perfect doesn't make practice, it makes improvement. You know, we argue, we go through different things, but I would say that the person that you fall in love with is not who they're going to be forever. Like, you're not, like, you know, talking about commitment and marriage and things like that, like long-term relationships. You are loving somebody, and you're also loving the person that they grow into, that they change into, the different phases that they go through. Like, we're not the same people that met each other, but we are. You know what I mean? So we've changed, we've evolved, but we continue to have that foundation, that friendship where we support each other, where we care about each other, where we put each other first. And then relationships aren't 50-50, they're 100-100. So I gotta show up as 100, she gotta show up as 100. It's easy to lose yourself when you're trying to build us. So we gotta also remember what it is that we personally want out of life, our personal goals, what we don't want out of life. You know what I mean? So that way we can communicate, like she said, and not just communicate, but listen. Not just listen to complete, but listen with the intentions of actually fulfilling, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So to keep it short, yeah.
You guys have great answers, and I'm sure that your answers can entice others not to give up on relationships, which I feel like a lot of women especially don't believe that real relationships exist anymore, and they settle for anything that comes their way. So thank you so much for your time and for your genuine and pure loving relationship.
Give thanks, we appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to, you know, ask these questions. And we, you know, we really just we're caring people. We're Sagittarius. We just love helping everybody. Our brand is Sice Your Life. Our motto is together, not divided.
I love that.
Yes, man. So anything it is that you want to do in life, do it, man. What did they say yesterday? Boxes are for things, not people. I want this and that. Deal with it. You don't have to put yourself in a box. You know what I mean? And it is out there, but the thing is, you got to become the person before the results. If you're not giving, like sometimes the people we need to meet is not the person on the outside, it's the person on the inside. You can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. You can't know somebody else if you don't know yourself. So you gotta really like be ready. Like that person, a lot of people go out and seek for people. They seek for their person that they're looking for, but then they don't even know the opportunity when it smacks them in the face. When that person comes that they've been asking for, they're not ready. So versus focusing on going out to find that person, focus on making yourself ready for when that person does come up. You can be ready for them. You know what I'm saying?